Take 10. Hi Ogden, this is my deep empathy project. I decided to do an audio slash visual on the journey of the Grapes of Wrath from my own perspective, using the theories that we discussed in class throughout the year. I wanted to do this because it was personal, and most of all, it was a fun process. You were helping me trying to settle on an idea before, and for some reason they just didn't stick with me, and I was confused. I think I was overcomplicating things, but Shannon helped me and just gave me some suggestions, and then I was finally able to get on this idea. It's going to be a little difficult to, or not, it might be a little difficult to follow my journey that I think that the story, The Grapes of Wrath, takes. It is a little abstract, but hopefully I chose images that made it more simple to understand. Anyways, this is my deep empathy project, and I hope you enjoy it.
The Dust Bowl is growing, there's locusts in the wind. I'm wondering if I'll ever see my family again. And I'm wandering and rambling, rolling down the line. And I've seen the seed we're sowing, and the grapes of wrath are growing on the vine. There's a man up on that rail car, love to break my back. There's some folks outside the city limits, live in paper shacks. There's a man up in the government house, his soul is turning black. He's been dealing with the devil, and he's sitting on a big stack of bills. And I'm rolling down the line. And I've seen the seed we're sowing, and the grapes of wrath are growing on the vine. Everybody saw it coming, even I could do the math. We could hear the drummers drumming, but we would not change our path. When you sow the seed of greed, you're gonna reap the grapes of wrath. So won't somebody please pass me that last cup of wine, 'cause I'm rolling down.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, played by the United States Military Academy Band at West Point.
Many of the so-called Okies, the Arkies, those refugees, those pilgrims flocking into Route 66 couldn't afford the best cars. They had second and third hand cars. They had them wired together, you know, sort of like their lives were wired together. With a little bit of gum and a prayer, and they got on that concrete road, on that asphalt road, on that mother road, and they headed west. And it was tough because the radiators did overheat, because those tires they had were just thin as paper, and they broke open, busted open, and they had to patch them, and they had to glue them, They had to say grace over them, and they had to keep moving.
Route 66 was a 2-lane highway. Snowstorms, miles and miles of desert. You couldn't go. It was really a danger. There were torturous curves around Ogden, hairpin turns up the mountains, just scare you to death.
They used to tell me I was building a dream, and so I followed the mob. When there was earth to plow or guns to bear, I was always there, right on the job. They used to tell me I was building a dream, with peace and glory ahead. Why should I be standing in line, just waiting for bread? Once I built a railroad, I made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime?
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Great.